Hello friends, let us discuss briefly about the allowable bearing pressure and then we'll wind up this chapter bearing capacity. Okay, so let me write down the heading first, allowable bearing pressure. So whatever may be the, not only here, in soil or in foundation, how much pressure you have to apply on the footing. So in general, that will be based on the two criteria. First one is that you have to apply a pressure such that it should be safe. That means the foundation should be safe against shear failure. That means the foundation, the soil should not fail, should be safe against the shear failure. And the second condition is that because of the applied pressure, whatever the settlement happens in the soil, that should be within the limit. So the settlement should be within the limit. Even if the soil fails or even if the excessive settlement occurs, we will consider that as a failure. So that's why the allowable pressure is nothing but it should be in such a way that safe against the shear failure and settlement should be within the limits. So we will find out the value based on the shear failure and based on the settlement. So we will take the minimum of first two cases, minimum of 1 and 2. So that will be considered as the allowable bearing pressure. So in general, we have different types of soils. Like we'll have the granular soils and also we'll have the cohesive soils. Suppose if you are talking about the granular soils, that means cohesion less soils. So in general, these type of footings, the allowable bearing pressure is generally based on the safe settlement. Okay. Suppose if you are talking about the cohesive soils, this is generally allowable pressure is based on the in general shear failure criteria. It is not mandatory that every time the granular soils will cross check with the safe settlement only. But in most of the cases, it will end up with, if it is a granular soil, the allowable pressure in most of the cases that is based on the safe settlement. If it is a cohesive soil, the allowable pressure is most probably it will be based on the shear failure criteria. So for settlement, highest code has suggested some values. These values we have to by heart. They may ask you for the one more question. So if there is any footing on the sandy soils, then the settlement on the sandy soil, the maximum settlement should be 25 mm. If it is crosses 25 mm, then we'll classify it as a failure. So if there is any clay soil, then the limit for the settlement is set as 40 mm. So these values are nothing but a limit for settlement. So if you are constructing anything on sandy soil, the maximum limit for sandy soil is 25 mm. If you are constructing on the clay soil, then the limit is about the 40 mm. Okay. So this is what about the bearing capacity of shallow foundations. Hope everyone it is clear. So we have covered almost every topic. So if you practice GATE previous questions, then you will come to know a rough idea about all types of problems. Okay, most probably from this chapter we may have the 2 marks question in GATE exam. So if you by heart or if you understand the Terjagis, most probably then we can attempt or we can gain 2 marks very easily. Okay, only the thing is practice is required for this chapter. Okay. So in the next chapter we will discuss about the types of footings and the deciding criteria for the selection of a footing. Thank you.